Don't forget, join us on the 14th, Friday the 14th of November. We're going to be doing a 12-hour live stream.
12 hours.
Continuous, right? To raise money for the victims of Hurricane Melissa in Jamaica. There's a lot of people down there been suffering. So come, join us. We're going to raise money. It's going to be chaos.
We are raising money for 12 hours. What we got? I know something that you cannot believe. Jamaica, we have a charity stream. You know them way there, man. You know them way there. Come on, fam.
Join us on Friday. It's going to be mayhem.
Hi, welcome back to AFTV. It's now time for player ratings after a 2-2 draw against Sunderland. We'll go with lead judges to start. We're going to start with our goalkeeper today, David Raya.
Oh. Difficult one because he made a very, very good save in there, but I think he was at fault for the first goal. I thought he was sloppy in the first goal. No, the second goal, sorry. And I felt he wasn't at his best today, like 6 out of 10. Didn't think he was great today.
I think I agree with that. 6, maybe 5, because it's such a big error at the end. He had made a great save before that, I think, when he stretched down and made a fantastic save, but the goal, he doesn't need to come there. You know what I mean? Mascara's challenging Robbie. He just stay on your line and he would have saved it. You know what I mean? Like, coming off your line gave him the chance to score the goal. That's cost us the 3 points today. It's a bad error, to be fair. He hasn't made many. He's been brilliant for us. You know, I mean, it's not me getting. Listen, keepers make mistakes. As simple as that, right? But today he's made a mistake. I think it's a 5.
If you're judging on today's performance, you got to be judging on what you've seen today. So
it has to be a 5.
Okay, let's go to our right back, who ended up getting patched up with a headband because of the head collision. Urine Timber. Yeah,
it was a lot of head collisions, elbows, everything going in today. Very, very physical game. I think he handled the physicality brilliantly. As he was good today. I'm going to give him a 7. Probably, you know, one of the better ones of the defenders, but 7.
No, not for me. Not for me. 6 today. I didn't think he was great today. I felt he was okay, but by his standards, that's his worst game for a while. If I'll be honest, I felt give the credit to the wide man, give him a torrid time. Didn't get forward as much as he would have liked to, I suppose.
Concussion or the head injury, does that play into it as well?
Of course, yeah. And it looks a bad one.
Was he beaten though? He wasn't really beaten.
It's weird, isn't it? I
don't think he had a bad game. He wasn't beaten. He was decent coming forward. He handled the physicality well. I thought he had a good game.
6 isn't a bad game. 6 is average. 6 is above average.
Just above average, yeah.
Well, he just gave Raya a 6.
Yeah, I know, because I do think that Raya made a very, very crucial save in that game, and that's what pushed it up a little bit. Otherwise,
but then
that's
he also made the error that's cost us the game.
I don't really know, actually. I don't know where to put it.
The defence conceded 2 goals today.
But it wasn't really him. I think he had a good game.
They're a unit.
They are a unit, but 7, I think.
Oh, you said you can have your own. You can have different opinions.
Right, no, I'll say 6.
All right, fair. Let's go. Let's go to William Saliba then.
Oh, 15, like that. No, 6 today. I thought he was good, but still not good enough for today because we didn't get the job done.
Our standards are high because you can't pinpoint too much of really where he's getting roasted.
He wasn't roasted. He didn't really have a bad game at all today.
But he has conceded 2.
But we have conceded 2. So on that with the centre halves, I'll give him a 6. Yeah.
Okay, Gabriel Magalhaes.
I thought it was a bit. You know what I mean? Like, where was he kind of on their goal, the first goal? And it wasn't his normal commanding performance, but then he weren't poor either. But I guess, you know what, we've been spoiled, innit? These guys don't concede goals. You know what I mean? And they've conceded all shots, and they've conceded 2 goals today, and they didn't really concede loads of shots today.
2 shots on target, 2
Is
goals.
That what it was?
That was it.
Yeah, I think it's mad, right? So 6.
Couldn't agree more. 6. That weren't his best game. Fought for the second goal, not strong enough. Could label him that at Newcastle. Maybe he don't like the North East travelling. You know what I mean? That's twice he's been.
First goal, you mean? First goal.
I think it was the first or second. I thought he was. I think he was bullied out the second one. I'm not so sure. Like I don't know. Like I thought he could have done better. Both of them.
Okay.
It wasn't a great 6 out of 10.
Obviously, Marzo Skelly not featuring today. Calafiori.
I thought he done okay. Like defended well. Like a little bit like Timber. Yep. But 6 out of 10 again.
Yeah, 6 out of 10 again. He was decent. He's coming forward. He was a threat as well. It's a shame. These marks would have been completely different had we not conceded that last minute goal. You know what I mean? True. I think we would have been rating these guys a lot higher than this, but we have dropped points, so that's why I'm 6.
Martin Zubimendi, Robbie.
Oh, you know, he's very unlucky with it. A brilliant technique on that volley that hit the crossbar. And again, I thought he was all right, you know what I mean? But we've conceded a couple of 6.
Well, I'm going 7. I thought he was okay. Unlucky with it. I thought he kept the ball really well. I'm very unlucky with the booking. It was a great tackle from where I see it. And that led to their goal.
Oh, there was nothing wrong with that tackle.
Was stupid that they gave
and that's that leads to their goal. It was nothing wrong. He gets his body there, wins the ball. I mean, I haven't even seen it back, but it looked clean to me.
Yeah, I recorded it. It was a clean tackle.
Yeah, I thought it was, and it was a good tackle. I thought he was neat and tidy in his place. 7 out of 10 for me.
Declan.
You know what? Actually, let me I think 7. Yeah, let me go 7 Zubimendi. You're right.
You happy with that?
Thank you.
You know your football.
Yeah, I know.
The man, Declan Rice, today was.
Well, listen, I was going to say, when I was going to come on, if we'd have won this game, it would have been all about him.
Yeah.
Because that tackle that he done, it just took us to the finish. I will say, though, maybe at fault for the first goal. I thought that he could have been a little bit stronger by his standards. But again, a machine. My man of the match today, 8 out of 10.
I'm with you. They call him the horse. He was everywhere.
My man in the match as well. I thought he was outstanding today.
Incredible.
8 out of 10. When we were conceded, he was the driving force that got us back into the game. I thought he was really, really good. Really should not be on a... Well, we didn't lose, did we? I keep thinking we lost.
I know.
But he deserved to be on the winning side.
Yeah, right. So, okay, let's go into... Oh, no, Eberici Eze, Robbie.
Yeah, he had good moments. He had quiet moments. You know what I mean? I'll probably give him a 6. That bit of skill, that summed him up. He was brilliant. He went past about 3 players right under the line like they weren't there. But then his pass back to Saka could have been better. And then I think Saka might have done, so 6.
Every fan I speak to loves him, but I feel like they just want a little bit more.
Yeah, he's getting a lot less from me, like 4. I'm going to say 4. I expect a lot better from him today. Where was he? I didn't even know he was playing, Rob.
4.
Yeah.
Wow. No, that's not good.
I'm sorry. I expect my standards are high. And listen, I think he's a wonderful player, but that today I weren't good enough.
Below average, you're saying, yeah?
Well below average. Don't you feel that he was anonymous? I think everybody's been a little bit too nice because he turned down Spurs. And come on, wasn't good enough today. Martin Odegaard, when he's on there, at least you know he's on there. You know what I mean? I didn't think he was great today. And we're going to the 88th minute, and you're taking him off. Why?
Well, you just said he's poor. You gave him a 4.
Well, exactly. That's the exact reason.
He's saying should have come off earlier.
If he's an 8 or a 9, you ain't dare to say. Don't take Declan Rice off, are you? You're not taking Saka off.
To be fair, he was fading. I think if we'd had a stronger bench, I think we would have took him and Saka off. Both of them looked knackered. They were both faded towards the end of the game.
I meant Saka was knackered. Let's go to that man, Bukayo Saka.
Oh, we're going to let me go first on this one, like. His first half performance wasn't very good. What? His second half was sensational.
Okay.
All right, hit the post, took the chance. Some of his play was brilliant. I thought his work rate really did step up. And when we needed him to perform, he performed.
Scores, yeah.
8 out of 10.
Even in the first half, he was getting hacked. He was getting kicked all over.
Yeah, I'm going to give him an 8 out of 10. I thought this guy, right? It's like he gets unfair treatment in games. He was getting kicked to smithereens.
That's true.
That guy who got the yellow card eventually had fouled him probably about 6-7 times before that. You're not protecting this player.
Yeah.
He gets no protection, right?
Are they supposed to, impartial as a ref, when you say protection, or you just say just fair treatment?
Fair treatment, you protect a player, right? If you maybe allow 1 foul. If a player does it again and again and again, right? That player is doing that because he knows he can't deal with him, right? He can't deal with him. Even when they doubled him up today, he was still skipping past players. Marginally, Declan Rice gets my man in the match because to me, it was Declan who kind of was the driving force. But I thought Saka was excellent today. He's a world-class player. But he's got to get protection in games. He took his goal well, could have scored more. He was a constant threat throughout the game.
It's a very fair assessment of both players, by the way. Saka and Rice, both world-class. Let's go to our striker. That's not really our striker, but Mikel Merino.
Yeah, he had a very quiet game today. This sort of game, when teams sit really deep, don't really suit him. You know what I mean? This is where we needed a Gyökeres in there today. with that sort of physical battle is not really his game. But listen, he worked hard and everything. I'll give him a 6.
Does it not annoy any of you two that everyone keeps saying Victor Gyökeres to occupy? Like, we didn't buy him to occupy defenders.
No, but that's part of a striker's job. Like you know, I mean, you see even Haaland, even though he's the best striker out there, goal scorer, but he occupies defenders. They have to look after him. You can't leave. You saw last week with Bournemouth, they left Haaland twice. Yeah, bang. Right, yeah. So that's when you've got a top striker, that's what they do. You know what I mean? Mikel Merino, there's less of a worry because he hasn't got the pace to get in behind. He hasn't really got that physicality. He's great if he gets in a position to put a goal away, but that's not his game. That in these type of games, you needed a Gyökeres.
Mikel Merino.
Yeah, 6 out of 10. I think he worked hard, as Robbie said, but he ain't a centre forward, is he? He played everywhere but again today. I thought, he pops up at left wing, pops up at right wing, defended well at times. I will give him a little bit of a leeway because he took a big whack and he was down for a while very early on that game. And at the end of the day, look, he's filling in there for us and he's done a job today. And listen, we may look back on this with the injuries that we've got and everything as a very, very valuable point.
I think we will, with all the injuries we have currently. I think we will. Leandro Trossard.
8 out of 10. I felt he was a threat today, just like Saka. I thought our 2 wide players were the threat. And if you look at it, we've not got our centre forward out there. We've got to look for our wide players, who are the 2 at the moment in charge of the shirts. And I thought they both looked very, very dangerous all the way through the game. We say dangerous, but they were our threat. Yeah. And I thought in the second half he rose to the occasion. Wonderful, wonderful strike. Great run from Calafiori, by the way, to give him that space. 8 out of 10.
They saw a lot of the ball, the wide players. Robbie was sitting in the stand, said we don't play through the centre of the pitch. We always go around the sides. And that's why it shows the wingers had a really good game. Trossard.
But what did you rate him? That's what I'd like to know, because
I thought he was superb today.
You wanted to drop him,
he made me eat my words.
Told you already, right? Couldn't understand what Ryan was going on about earlier. The guy is a clutch player, scored a great goal, but it wasn't just that. There was many a little time where, he played a ball in. He could have had about 3 assists today. I thought he had a great game.
Yeah, he did.
Right? Again, another player that doesn't really deserve to not be on the winning side, and could possibly have got a man of the match. Yet still, some people saying he should be left out. I don't understand it. You know what I mean? He's been very, very good for us. From the period of the international break, the last one, till now, he's been our best forward player. Why would we want to leave him out? It's madness, right? 8 out of 10.
Yeah, there was times I thought questionable. The Fulham game he scored, but I didn't think it was great. I thought there was times where I was undecided. Today, he's proved it. He's in great form.
Saying this thing about I back up what that guy said. Don't have to have a great game to. Just because you scored a goal doesn't have a great, but it makes a big difference.
Today he had a good game,
right? Because I've seen Haaland many a times not really have a great game, but when it comes to scoring a goal that wins you the game.
It's the hardest thing to do
It's the hardest thing to do.
Fair. Let's go to the one sub, Mascara.
Yeah, listen, I don't really think he was at fault at that goal. He's trying to head it away, what anybody would do. The guy, Robbie Creeps, is great finish by him. That was, 5. He weren't on long enough, but I don't really think, I can't blame him for that.
No.
Do you?
Do you?
No, I don't blame him for anything, but he's brought on to see the game out, and he didn't. So that's as simple as that. So 6 out of 10, like.
Okay, 6.
He's not only him.
No, but
he said 6. He said 6.
You got to be realised. That was his job today. He didn't do it.
What'd you give Craig Pawson?
Him? None. I thought he was a shocker. I'll tell you something else, right? He didn't give those fouls on Saka and all that, but kept saying they were an advantage. Well, they're not an advantage because the advantage for us is the free kick going in, right? So he stopped us having free kicks, saying that we have an advantage, and the thing potted out, and he just kept going play on, play on. Listen, we want the foul. You get fouled, we want the foul,
On that, funny enough, remember we said he was saying play on, but he never going back and booking the player when he was getting kicked constantly.
One-sided, atrocious. Apparently, I've just been speaking to a couple of my mates. He could have actually sent one of their players off for an elbow on Eze. Ballard. Didn't even. He gave it the free kick the other way. Didn't even look at it.
That's when he grabbed him around the head.
There was 2 occasions when there was two late fouls on Arsenal players, right? And then the next one was Zubamendi, and he booked him. Yeah. So he's obviously said to himself, right, I can't let this go anymore. The next player I'm going to book. You know what I mean? Piss poor refereeing. Thank you
It's
very much.
interesting. It's interesting. 'Cause
I agree.
I
with
don't
that.
know
when he
where
said
they get
elbow-
these refs from because they're week in, week out. They are not good enough for this. And I'll tell you what, this will never be the best league in the world with them running it.
Fair. I thought he was
I agree.
overhamming it with the elbow. I thought you were making it up.
No,
but-
no, I agree. He's an absolutely shocking referee. You know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? I love physical games of football,
Yeah, you do.
right? And I listen. When you come into places like this, we know they're going to be physical. We know it's going to be a bit of a weapon for them because if they try and get the ball down and play with us, we'll win. You know what I mean?
yeah.
So I get it, I understand it, but you've got to be fair in the refereeing. You can't allow a player to just keep constantly. Saka today, he allowed the guy to just foul and foul and foul. He allowed things to happen that if you're supposed to be, a yellow card is supposed to be produced, so that player thinks a bit about the next time. But when you do that, and you just allow it, it's because, well, listen,
keep doing it.
if Saka's going past me, I'm hacking him down. And you know, I'm not even going to get a yellow card for it. I didn't get a yellow card this time, so I hack him down again, and again, and again, and again, till I get one. And then probably if I do get one, they'll sub me off and they'll bring someone
to do the same thing.
He was dreadful today. Absolutely, to me, he spoilt the game today from an Arsenal perspective. But I just thought he was and I agree with Lee, these referees are not up to standard. They're not up to, even the linesman today, a couple of times the ball went out, he missed it.
Yeah, it was an offside. He didn't. It was
Dreadful,
awful.
dreadful.
Flag broke after a minute.
Yeah, but he didn't even change it. Flag broke. He didn't even change. Ridiculous.
They were so bad.
To be fair, the Sunderland fan also said the ref, he wasn't doing good for them either.
No, I think it's just a poor ref.
He's a rubbish ref.
Rubbish.
Okay, so what did you give him? He gave him 0.
0.
Okay. Manager, Mikel Arteta.
I think he's a very unlucky manager today because, you know, he would have went in at half-time with a goal down. I thought it was an even first half in which they've scored a great goal. He goes in at half-time, gives his team talk, obviously said to him, come out, come on, impose yourself. They did. They play really, really well.
Yeah, don't hide.
And then you get hit 94th minute, you kind of get a bit done, and I think it's a goalkeeping error. And he's a bit unlucky. I mean, we would have been lauding him up and said, you know, great comeback and that. But unfortunately, I'm going to give him a 7 today. I mean, I heard some people saying, oh, you know, why have you bought a Mascara? Any top manager is bringing on a defensive player in the 88th minute to try and see out the game. That's what you do. Unfortunately, he ain't worked. But when I heard some people suggesting he should have bought on Wanyeri and go for it, that's ridiculous. You've got to, 88th minute, see the game out. If he brings on Wanyeri and we concede, everybody's going to turn around and say he's a naive manager. What is he doing? You know, it just ain't worked out in the end. And listen, he's been on a great run. These things happen. It's going to happen throughout the season. And like Lee said, it could be that we look back in the grand scheme of things and say, listen, we got a point there. You know.
Yeah.
For me, 8 out of 10 because I think like first half, I felt
A draw.
Yeah, no, and I'll tell you why. Because I thought first half we was very, very like cautious, not cautious, but like under the system that he plays and everything. I thought in the second half he's obviously said, unleash him, go and do your stuff, and let them play. And I thought that they was sensational in that second half. I thought we was brilliant, and I think that he has to take a little bit of credit for that. I think at the end of it, if we see out the game, it's a 10 out of 10 for me, like, but he didn't see out the game, and people will look at that decision. Could you have just kept it the same? Because they never looked like scoring, and then all of a sudden we invited a little bit of pressure. But listen, it's fine margins in football. I'm going to have to say that he's got nothing to go with up front. Like if he has a Gyökeres up front today, he can bring in Mourinho or a Martinelli instead of a defensive option. The forward options weren't there for him to go, right, I'll tell you what, last 10-15 minutes bring Martinelli on or somebody like that. Max Down might be, but it's too much for him today, in my opinion, that game.
Yeah. So
he had to go with that. So I think with the bench, he was a little bit restricted. So that's why I'm saying 8 out of 10 today.
8 feels high. Let us know in the comments below if you agree with that. The fans, I think they respected the minute silence was impeccable today for Remembrance Day. What do you give the fans?
I'll just say the big up to the whole fans, of Sunderland and Arsenal. I thought the poppy thing and with all the
was
unreal with all the little bags that we had. I thought it was fantastic. I thought it was met with fantastic respect, as
Yeah,
it should have been.
beautiful.
And both sets of supporters, I thought, were on top form today. I thought like the atmosphere in there today, that's the best atmosphere we've been at this season. I thought it was electric from Sunderland. It was electric from us. 10 out of 10 for us fans. 10 out of 10 for Sunderland.
Yeah, I have to agree with that.
Yeah,
and like Lee
quality.
said, I thought the display at the start of the game for Remembrance Day was fantastic.
Unbelievable.
Really, really good. You know what I mean? So credit to Sunderland for that. And our fans were magnificent. And what I liked about our fans today is that we're 1-0 down at half time. I didn't hear moans and groans. I think, you know what I mean, a lot of fans were like, no, you know what? Tight first half, we conceded, but I fancy us to get back in this. And the atmosphere, I mean, when we got the first goal and
bloody
second
hell.
goal, it was
That was
limbs
crazy
in
in
there,
there, yeah, it was unreal.
right? And you know, even when they got the goal back at the end, you know what I mean, the fans weren't slagging off the team. You know what I mean? They were just sort of like,
No.
we've got to take it on the chin.
No, they're still believing. Fans are still believing. They're not hard. They weren't disheartened. They believed. That is it for the player ratings. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Do you agree? Anything that you don't agree with, let us know in the comments below. Like the video on your way out. And the next, it's international break. Next one's the North London Derby.
Can't wait for that game.
North London Derby. We'll see you there. Take care. Peace.